Hello again, welcome back to Braze TV. I'm PJ Bruno from the Customer Education team and back again with another personalization session. Today we're going to be talking about dynamic content personalization, commonly referred to in Braze as connected content. So this is a way to make an API call to one of your systems to pull in information or images to correspond to the user receiving the message. So this is commonly used for recommendation engines, or if someone purchases something on a e-commerce site, to be able to recommend more items like what you've previously purchased. So those are some of the top use cases. Let's take a look at some examples of this. So here's a non-example of this. Do you have any more work friends to add to your network? This is an outreach to get you to add friends, to obviously go a little deeper into the product, but it's not giving you many breadcrumbs as to where to start. So if you compare that to this, do you know Ludovico or Samantha? So this is leveraging some sort of internal recommendation engine to suggest people based on other connections that you already have and those mutual friends that they have. Let's take a look at how this looks actually in the Braze platform to put this together. So as you can see, that percentage symbol in the top left, we're using Liquid. Connected content is a type of Liquid. It's just slightly more advanced. And as you look at the second and third line there, you can see that it says recommendation. So you can see it's pulling from some sort of internal recommendations system. It's saving recommended friends as a result. And then on the fourth line, you can see if recommended friends is nil. So if there are no recommended friends, it's just going to abort the message. But for everyone else, do you know recommended friend 0 or recommended friend 1? These numbers at the end are just a way to identify and order the different types of the different friends that you may be recommended. And so, yeah, that populated Ludovico and Samantha down here. And as you can see, the end if closes out the Liquid, and then just the general response, add contacts and expand your network. So now I'm going to show you guys an example of connected content using a tool called Maki. Let's check it out. So here's Maki. It's a way of creating mock APIs to just do testing within your systems. So what I'm going to do is put in the response body here this JSON object. And as you can see, it's comprised of these key value pairs. So each of them kind of, connect to a different part of criteria about the JSON. And what I'm going to do is generate this link from it. Great. Now that I have this, I can reference all of the criteria from that JSON object and pull it into the message body. So let's jump over into Braze and see how that actually works. All right, here we are. And to get started with connected content, as you saw in the example, here we go. Going to put in connected content there, and then show that that's my connected content generated link. I'm going to save this as the result, and then I'm going to close out my Liquid there. Cool. And now if I type in result, and you can see the double parentheses there is actually inputting something dynamically. When I go over to test, you can see it's actually pulling the JSON that I just inputted directly into the message with all the different key value pairs. So for example, if I come back here and I type object price, what it's going to do is take the price part of this JSON and insert it, or it should. There you go. 450 is the price. And so another thing I can do is, actually I can reference the image of it as well, but I'll want to do that in the image URL. So what I'll do is make this image, I'm going to pop it in the URL and give it a message like, come pet our kittens. They're so soft. And so there's my JSON there, or my call. And then if I test it, How cute is that? Come pet our kittens. They are so soft. And then you can see it's pulling it in right there. So that's just one very simple example. Obviously, the extent to which you use this, it's up to your own imagination. You could be pulling in recommendations. You could be leveraging weather APIs to suggest on a rainy day for them to jump into your platform or your app and get engaged. And the sky's the limit. So best of luck on trying this stuff, and I highly encourage you to. Take care.